What's up, YouTube? The Comic Coalition is back here for a very different video for you guys today. It's actually a video, or kind of a video, that a lot of people have been requesting. Now, if you're a long-time subscriber, you might remember my toy room. I haven't been in here in a while. I'm afraid to show you what the floor looks like for my toy room. I'm gonna just give you a quick peek, okay? All right, you can't see anymore. You can't see anymore. It's gotten really bad in here. Really bad. Running out of space. Just pops. Here's Marvel Legends. Build-A-Figures. It's just Popeye the Sailor Man. I mean, Olaf. There's just a lot of stuff going on in this room right now. But a lot of people have been wanting to see a collection video. Now, for me to do an entire collection video of all my toys would be basically impossible, and it'll probably last about 6 to 7 hours long. So, even longer than that, honestly. We don't got time for all that. But, in honor of the fact that Han Solo just came out over the weekend, I figured I would take the time to show you basically about 95%, 90 to 95% of my Star Wars Black Series collection. Mind you, I have a lot of stuff in like totes and crates and stuff. Which we're not even going to get into all that stuff, man. Let's just not get into all that stuff. Yeah, I got one shirt. I wear this one shirt all the time, just like Rocco. But I wanted to show you most of my Black Series collection because I'm actually taking them from one spot in the room. I'm rearranging my room, cleaning up my room, and figured now it's better than ever to go ahead and show you most of my Black Series collection. Now first, we have to take a look up here. This is where you'll see the carded figures from the vintage line. I also have a couple over there. I have Han Solo and Leia. So that's all of my carded vintage line figures. No, I didn't get Luke, and a lot of the other figures I already had. I went after the ones that I really wanted. But now to show you the rest of the collection. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this started. I don't got time to sit here and talk about every single character and how I feel about them and stuff, but let's go ahead and start off strong. Right here, Baze Malbus. Now this guy is a little bit harder to find than most of the Black Series figures. I know I found him at Target. I don't know if it was, Star Wars Celebration Day or May the 4th be with you, but I was able to find him in shirt. And I still haven't even opened this guy. Tape's still on it. Haven't cracked it up and taken any pictures of it yet. But it's definitely like an awesome figure. Just never got around to it. So one day, Baze. One day. Also, bam. Got a Snow Trooper and Original Trilogy Trooper. One thing about my collection, I have a lot of troopers. I have duplicates of troopers. But I'm gonna try not to really get into too many duplicates here. And a lot of duplicates are put up. But these are two of the most awesome Black Series troopers that they've ever put out. I really, really like the designs of the Snow Troopers in the movie and stuff. So yeah, these are great for army building. Let's see. Next up, we have Luke disguised as Stormtrooper. This might just be, well, it can't be the #1 favorite. I'll have to show you the #1 favorite piece of my Black Series collection last. But this would be probably my second favorite piece in my Black Series collection. Old school figure. This came out before I started collecting Black Series. I actually got my first Black Series figure during The Force Awakens. Before that, I was just strictly 375. But yeah, got this. And there goes that turret that I told you I had that we were talking about. Now this guy's never come out the box. He will never come out the box. He will always stay in the box in his little cardboard prison. But Chirrut comes out all the time. I actually love using him for toy photography. I mean, it's like having a Star Wars Ip Man. Who doesn't want Star Wars Ip Man? Okay, Next up, you will see this guy in the Han Solo movie. Well, not this guy. This is Billy D. Williams Lando. I don't know. I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but I liked Donald Glover's take on Lando in the new Han Solo movie, and definitely love Billy D. Williams. I don't know. The face sculpt on this guy is kind of iffy to me. I kind of like it sometimes, kind of don't sometimes. I'm not sure, but I love Lando. Is just one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. Next up, we have Qui-Gon Jinn. Gone way too soon. One of the most... I don't want to cuss, so he's one of the greatest Jedis out there. Okay? Liam Neeson, Taken, he's a Jedi, trained Batman. He's done everything. You have to have him in action figure form somehow. So, like, I should have army built this guy now that I think about it. Because if I ever have a daughter, I'm going to need to recruit this guy if she gets kidnapped. Next up, let me go ahead and knock out this because these are duplicates. We have two Death Troopers right here. I thought the Death Troopers looked really cool in Rogue One. However, these Death Trooper action figures, although they look cool, I felt like they were kind of too slender. Like, I don't know, they just don't seem bulky enough for me. They seem really skinny and slender. And I don't know, it's just something about them just wasn't all the way there for me like regular troopers. Okay, next up, Captain Cassian or whatever. I don't really want to talk about this peg warmer. I was really excited to get this guy. Like, so excited. I actually got him early before he was supposed to come out. And peg warmer of the century. I literally bought an extra one like a month or two ago for like 97 cents or something. $2 at Target or something. More troopers. Hover tank pilot. This guy... Toys R Us exclusive. I got him on Force Friday when Rogue One came out. Super excited about it. But they don't believe they put the sticker on it, which was upsetting. And we have the Snow Trooper from The Force Awakens, which I really like the design. It's really clean, really cool, but does not compare to the original trilogy. Snow Trooper design to me is just far superior. Here we have Ahsoka. I searched for her for like 2 years. Never, ever, ever found her. Finally found her at some little thrift shop. I think for $12, like years later. I was very happy about that. So, Ahsoka. And then we have the first order fighter pilot. Never opened this guy. I believe I got this guy like for $5 on clearance or something at Walmart. Here we have the princess herself, which not only do I have her here, I also have her on the vintage card. But the vintage card's face sculpt, I think, was better than this one, or the other way around. I can't remember the story, so I have two of them basically. And here we have this guy. Target exclusive. And another hover tank pilot, so that's a duplicate. Alright, we still have a few more to go, so stay tuned. Now, as I was filming this, I had to stop for a second and realize, wait, I'm tripping. This isn't like 95 or 90%. This is more like 80% of my collection, because I forgot like most of the Last Jedi figures and Han Solo like wave figures are all loose right now. I have the boxes for them, don't get me wrong, but I've been taking pictures of them and they're all like in this box, so I need to go get that as well. But here's a couple other figures that are just laying loose around my room that I was taking some pictures of. Finn and Old Man Luke. But now back to the figures that are still in box as we speak. Right here, Captain Phasma. One of my favorite figures. It's just the epitome of awesome. Like, Boba Fett and Captain Phasma. Just really cool looking. Rey. Never opened her, never felt like I had the need to. Just doesn't look like that interesting of a figure. Most of my toy photography when it comes to Star Wars, I like troopers and aliens and stuff. So, human characters sometimes boring, you know. We have Kylo Ren. Jin Urso. Two fellow peg warmers, and although I like them, they're still, like I said, kind of boring figures all in all. Farm Boy Luke, love this figure. Never opened this guy up. I remember I actually paid over retail for him at a Comic-Con because I really wanted to grab him early. And if you watched my last Force Friday movie, which after this, if you're into Star Wars, you should go watch Force Friday the movie or something like that. Something like that. You should go watch Force Friday 2 the movie, which is basically a 2-hour toy hunt that I did on Force Friday that spanned over 48 hours, which culminated in 2 hours of footage. But man, that was a crazy trip, and this was one of the main things I was looking for and didn't find, but I ended up finding him months and months later, the Execution Trooper. Come across figures. Alright, so now I'm starting to come across figures that I forgot I even had. Here we go. Clone Captain. So we have the Clone Captain right here, and we have Obi-Wan. I forgot I even had this figure. I forgot I do actually have some older Black Series figures. And of course, Obi-Wan. Gotta like Obi-Wan. Hopefully, the Obi-Wan standalone film actually does happen, and I would like to see Ewan McGregor play him, but we don't know. We shall see. Here's everybody's favorite droid that is not R2-D2 or BB-8. It's this guy. It's pretty cool. I like him more than the droid in the Han Solo movie. And here we have the First Order Flame Trooper. Man, I don't know if you guys are keeping count, but that's a good bit so far. Here we have Kanan. I was really hyped for this figure. I was really surprised that they were actually going to start doing figures out of the Star Wars Rebels show. And I found Sabine like 4 times, but always passed up on her for other figures, and never wound up getting my hands on her ever. And here we go. Here goes the very first Star Wars Black Series figure I've ever bought. Was this guy, the original Kylo Ren figure. I remember the first Force Friday I went to when The Force Awakens came out. I bought all the pops, every 3.75 inch figure that came out, basically every pop that came out, and I wasn't even hyped for the Black Series, but everyone else was hyped for the Black Series, and I was like, well, I think I'll get a Stormtrooper maybe. Stormtrooper got sold out within minutes, and this was what they had, and I picked this guy up and fell in love with Star Wars Black Series action figures. So in a weird way, I guess the new generation of movies did influence the new aspect of my Star Wars fandom, or my Star Wars collecting, because this is what got me into the Black Series figures. This, I also forgot I had. I grabbed it at a local Comic-Con, Savannah Mega Comic-Con. If you saw part 1 of my video, part 2 is coming soon. But I got that at the second year they ever did it. So I was really excited about that, I remember. And we got the Walgreens exclusive Darth Vader. A lot of people hated on this guy, but personally, it's one of like top 5 of my Star Wars Black Series collection. I don't know why. I mean, I just love Darth Vader, and it's just interesting. He's got a purple head, like he's getting electrocuted. I just really love taking pictures of this guy. He's one of my favorite Black Series figures. I think he's underrated. I don't care what people say. I don't follow up with all the hype when it comes to action figures. What I like is what I like. Over here we have the Toys R Us exclusive First Order Snow Trooper Officer. Another figure I completely forgot I had and have never opened. And we have Poe Dameron. Now, I've had plenty of opportunities to buy another Poe Dameron action figure, the Last Jedi Poe Dameron action figure they came out with, but it looks awful, man. It looks completely awful. I cannot justify spending even $5 on that figure. Here we have another First Order Stormtrooper. So, if you remember that story I just told you about the first Force Friday, I actually wound up getting this guy like 2 months later. It took me like a whole 2 months to finally track one down. And if you know me, I go toy hunting like every day. It's not like, you know, I wasn't trying. And we have Jango Fett. Another one of my favorite Black Series figures. Face sculpt on this guy is awesome. I just love this figure. I love Jango Fett. Jango Fett, Boba Fett. You can't get better than that when it comes to like Star Wars action figures. If it's not an alien, I think Boba Fett and Jango Fett are always going to be some of the most bad ASS figures out there. So, really happy to have this guy. I need a regular Boba Fett, but I'm hoping maybe they'll reissue one day. Maybe we'll get a Boba Fett standalone film, which is in the talks, and they'll release some Boba Fett toys then, hopefully. Now, coming up towards the end, finally we have Old Man Han Solo. I was so excited about Old Man Han Solo. I love this figure. It's just plain. It's not too exciting, but it's Han Solo when he's old. So I bought like 5 of these guys. I don't know why. It was just, I knew it was my last time seeing Harrison Ford ever play Han Solo. So it meant a lot to me. And I'm always wanting to make sure that no matter what happened, I'll always have an extra one of these figures. So, like I said, I probably have, I think, 5, maybe 6 of these figures. Finn FN2187. I'm a sucker for stormtroopers, and if you ever give me a stormtrooper that I could take the mask off of, I'm always happy with that. So, I really love this figure. I also have a Disney Elite Series Finn 2187, and here is Asti. Asti is one of the best figures to come out of the Force Awakens line to me because he's an alien figure. And they're just not making the one thing about Disney is they're not making alien figures really anymore, and I feel like that's why there's a slump in toy sales, because what captured the kids' imaginations and adults' imaginations when you go to a toy aisle isn't really, I mean, no offense, but it's usually not like old white guys or just like random little kids and stuff. It's like creative looking creatures and stuff, you know? I feel like that's what sells toys, but that's just me, and this has been my Star Wars Black Series collection. I do have just a few more things to show you right quick before I end out this video, but this will probably be the last time you'll be blessed with my face on this video, so I want to go ahead and tell you to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and I will go ahead and show you the last few pieces of my Black Series collection that aren't in the crates and totes and are 6-inch, so let's go ahead and show you guys that right quick. Here's one of the things I forgot to show you, the Kmart exclusive Jyn Erso. I also have the other Kmart exclusives, but they're all put up in boxes right now. But this one isn't, so I had to show you that right quick. Of course, I don't want to forget about my land speeder. I almost forgot about this, and it was sitting right there directly in front of me. You couldn't see it on camera, but it was sitting right there in front of me the whole time I was recording. So I have this as well. Now, as I told you guys, I have some Black Series figures in here. Here goes another OG Stormtrooper Thrawn. And let's see, sorry it's kind of dark in this box. There goes 40th anniversary Han Solo. He's got a rubber band around his head. These are all like toys that I've been carrying around, taking toy photography with lately. And like I said, I have the Han Solo wave as well. And last but not least, now, if you're a long-time follower of me, you know I have this, but a lot of people are new to the channel. They haven't even really seen my toy room and stuff yet. But here it is, the prize piece of my collection. Now, when I first started collecting Black Series, went over to Toys R Us one day and they had these sets for 50% off, so they're 20 bucks. They had like, must have been 50 to 60 of them. So I picked one up. I regret not, something told me that day, like, let me go ahead and pick up a couple. But I didn't. Sure enough, next time I went to Toys R Us, they were all gone. And now, if you have the time, go ahead and check what they're selling for on eBay. They're definitely selling for over 100 bucks now. Never opened this up. I love the setup of it. Han shot first. Greedo shot first. Who shot first? Let me know in the comments below. And I hope you enjoyed this small collection video.